Getting out here early in the morning and seeing the bird life, getting amongst the trees, spending some time in the orchard, that's as good as it gets, really, I think. We bought this property back in 2022. It was a greenfield macadamia development. Yeah, nice big bunch of macas there. This to me stood out as a really powerful way of getting into agriculture and doing it in a way that wasn't going to harm the planet. The southern part of the Barrier Reef is just off the coast, and there's issues with fertilisers and stuff running off into rivers. I guess that really appealed to us. We can make an incredible change to, I guess, the nature positive impact of this piece of farmland.
So this was all bananas up through here?
For us, it was really a key thing of putting in a production regime with the macadamia trees, which would increase soil health.
So that's like really moist in there. And you can see this is the interrow pasture. There's about 8 or 9 different species in there.
Having that population of grasses in the interrow stops a lot of the erosion, and also it slows the water movement down.
It just makes the whole place a lot more hospitable and habitable for birds, insects, and increases, I guess, the health of the soil biome. Bees are incredibly important for the pollination of macadamia trees and for production of macadamia nuts. The bee situation is a concern, with the spread of varroa mite. I think you need to, in some ways, be less reliant on European honeybees and start to build out your native pollinator populations. We've got plans to put in patches of what we call bee-friendly plants throughout the orchard that will encourage native bees and native pollinators as well. And then that has a flow-on effect to integrated pest management as well.
I'm waiting to find a snake here at the moment, but we should be right.
When we bought the land, one of the things that appealed to us was the fact that there was this 500 hectare block, and over 300 hectares of it was bushland, and we knew we couldn't use that as orchard, but it was something that we felt was really valuable to a farm asset. It's not going to pay you a yield like a crop will every year, but it will pay you in, I guess, the natural value of the land that we have. That'd be the thing. 25 years, a beautiful macadamia orchard matched by a beautiful bit of bushland. They have to coexist. That they can't run on separate agendas. It's what you have to do. If you don't put into the land and you don't look after it, then you'll pay for that in the long run. So I think you have to have the two coexisting to make it a complete package.